and harsh experience of the inside of many European jails. Episodes which were to help him produce two excellent books in the shape of Birth of Our Power and Men in Prison. To direct participation in the upheavals of the First World War and the Bolshevik seizure of power. During this work with the Third International, he had the opportunity to see the monstrosity of Stalinism in detail. And as it was actually taking shape, it seems possible that he was the first person to use the word totalitarianism. In any event, he was early in apprehending the whole implication of the concept. He had to get out of the Soviet Union in a big hurry, having backed the left opposition, and might well have died in the Gulag if it had not been for the intercession of a few of those European intellectuals who had not capitulated to the Red Tsar. His precious papers were all stolen from him by the secret police at the frontier. He was able to publish his poems from memory, and that capacious memory, too, was strong enough to enable him to produce a novel, The Case of Comrade Tuleyev, which many good judges regard as the earliest and best fictional representation of the show trials and the Great Terror. Ending up in exile in Mexico, like some others who had survived what we Luxemburgists and Trotskyists used to call the midnight of the century, the dire moment of explicit collusion between Stalin and Hitler. Serge died there, but not before producing one of the finest autobiographies of that same century, Memoirs of a Revolutionary. As it happened, none other than Peter Sedgwick had, when I met him, just edited and introduced a fine edition of this book for Oxford University Press. My headmaster, Alan Barker, had produced a potted history of the American Civil War, and my English master, Colin Wilcoxon, had edited Langland and Pierce Plowman, and in my budding bibliophile way did I possess signed copies of these volumes. But I'd never before had a friend who was in so many ways an actual author and critic, and of the books I've lost in the various moves and mess-ups of my life, the one I regret most keenly is the one that Peter Sedgwick gave to me. I shall not forget the inscription, though. To Chris, it said, in friendship and fraternity. This was my official introduction into the comradely manners and addresses of the left, but it also represented a problem which I didn't particularly like to raise, as we invariably said when mounting an objection. The awkward fact was, I simply couldn't bear or stand to be called Chris.